I'm on a roll, so hopefully this reading does not get cut off. So another psychic reading request was for Khloe Kardashian and Tristan Thompson, one of them. I don't know, whatever. Um, so this was requested, so I'm going to tap into the energy of this situation. Again, this is for entertainment purposes only. You guys can think of me as the Hollywood Unlocked of Tarot or Shade Room. I mean, I don't want to get into it in a scandalous way, because if someone ever does come across this reading, I would hope that it would be helpful more than anything, and not just on some scandalous, let me see their business, and not type of reading like that. So, with that being said, let's go ahead and tap into this reading. What is the energy surrounding this? So, funny story was that I was doing a Cancer reading for the sign of Cancer for June, and something had came out about like a stripper and being upset about it, like a lover being upset about their partner messing around with strippers or something, or prostitution, something like that. And then lo and behold, like after I uploaded that, Hollywood Unlocked uploaded the story about Lamar Odom, I guess telling the story about the time Khloe Kardashian found him with the stripper and whooped her ass. So I'm like, what? And Khloe Kardashian is a Cancer, so there's something to that. I don't know if Khloe Kardashian is into readings. She might be. I know I've heard what's her name? Kim Kardashian is into psychic readings and things like that. But anyway, let's get into this. Let's see. Most High God, I thank you for your loving guidance, truth, and clarity. What is the energy surrounding Khloe Kardashian and Tristian, her baby Daddy? What's going on between the two of them? What's the energy? Okay, so months, telepathy and mirroring, unconditional love, the month of April, divine timing, and authenticity. Have faith with third party. So I get that there's still love here on someone's end or both parties' ends. Someone still cares. Like unconditionally loves the other person. And I feel like someone still has hope that time will bring the two of them back together. More than likely it's her. But I feel with telepathy and mirroring, they are in agreement about something. They're in agreement with how they feel or the feelings of the other person. Although there may be third party, it doesn't have to be, third party does not necessarily have to represent romantic third parties. It can represent friends, family, the Tower card. So that's a blowout. That is something, this is arguments, this is anger, this is everything being put on the table. Selfishness with the Nine of Cups, Eight of Swords, like stuck, like I don't understand, like after all this person has done, why do I still care about this person? I feel like this is her energy. The Seven of Pentacles, the Devil card, Chariot card in reverse. So even in spite of whatever, I feel Khloe, the energy surrounding this is more so like still loving him, even in spite of what he's done, and even in the selfishness, the partying, the games, all of that, still like why am I stuck? Both of them, this is a toxic relationship. It's toxic. It's karmic in nature. There's a lesson in the midst of all of this, but I feel even in that, she's not making, because she's a Cancer, and the Chariot card is a Cancer card, this is in reverse, she's not making any moves though. It's like, she's possibly waiting for him to do this. Whether he's actually, preparing or planning to come back or, be better, do better. I feel like with the Chariot in reverse, she's not making any moves to make this happen. Like, it's kind of all thoughts, in the mind, in the heart. What is the agreement? What are they in agreement upon with the telepathy and mirroring card? The Five of Wands. That he messed things up. Three of Wands. That he did deserve, the Knight of Wands. I don't know what his sign is. Or the King of Wands. I don't know if he's a fire sign, but I get this vibe that he's taking full responsibility for whatever transpired between them that led to the tower, that led to the split, the break, the separation, the blowout. And I don't feel like it's just based off of, you know, the girls at the club situation, the Jordan Woods situation. I feel like it's it's a combination of different things that transpired and that took place. I don't feel like he's still faithful. Of course, he's doing his own thing right now, but it's like he hasn't fully released her. So yeah, someone is having faith. Let me clarify this because this is the second time that card came out. The Death card. So it could be that he has faith that he can redeem himself in the situation. Maybe even come back as a happy family. That is on the table. The Three of Cups. Because I do feel like, in a way, he felt like he messed up. But it's a matter of, is this truly what you want to do, Tristian? Or is this something based off of an obligation? Like you feel like it's best, or because you love her, that you owe it to her to do this, and not truly something within yourself. Because it's one thing to want to do it for other people, but you also have to take yourself into account, like what really makes you happy. And she has to think about that as well. Like, what are her motives as to still being open? Is it simply because you love him and you guys have a child together, or do you feel like you truly deserve better than this? What is the lesson in this situation? Self-love and self-worth. Duh. I mean, that's simple. That's rocket science, right? Because this, I feel the foundation was not really, I feel like the foundation, because the Tower card represents a foundation that was built upon a false foundation, or just not solid, right? Because the Tower card is built, the tower is built on sand. And sand, you know, it's not really a solid place. Maybe dirt, maybe concrete, but not sand, right? So this connection from the jump was not built off of, you know, the right foundation, solid ground. And I feel like it was a karmic connection from the jump. It was meant to bring her divine lessons and learning, and self-love and self-worth. And not just on her heart, on her behalf, but his behalf. Because in some way, he's not honoring himself and loving himself as he should as well. So this is a lesson that they're both teaching each other. And I feel like that is what this is about. The Knight of Cups. The Moon. Five of Wands, Three of Wands, Seven of Cups. This is a man that doesn't know what he wants, has too many options. He fights with himself because there's a part of him that has a loving side and loving nature to him, but there's also the side to him that doesn't really want some sort of structure, or feels like he's being forced. But really, in actuality, no one can force you to do things you don't want to do. So he has to honor his truth. Is his truth that he wants to be in a stable relationship, whether it be with a specific person or just period? Or is it that you want to be free to do what you want? You are simply, maybe it's just that you're not ready to settle down. It's like you got to make that choice within yourself. And then as for her, the Fool is completely letting go of baggage, because the baggage is what's attracting the type of mates. Yep, Two of Cups. I can't make this shit up. I can't lie. Hangman. And I feel like she may be awakening to this, or she has been awakened to this, the Knight of Swords. But it's a little bit of, maybe once you become aware of your past and the type of connections and the people that you dated, and you start to see what transpired and what they did to you, you start to get a little angry. You want to lash out. You want to speak on it. You want to tell them how you feel. You want to tell them like, oh, I'm not going to let you get away with that. So it could be long text messages telling them, you know, you know when you get to a place where you awaken and it's like you want to tell everybody about it. It's like, okay, so I learned my self-worth and you weren't shit to me, and this is what you did, and I'm better now, I'm a stronger woman because of it. You know, just expressing. I feel like that's where she's at. Whether she's actually verbalizing this towards him or this is just what she's thinking and how she feels. But this was meant to awaken her to not just him and his treatment and the way that she's allowed things to transpire, but past patterns and why it's attracting certain people, or why she's attracted to certain men, because they all echo the same energy. And I feel like it's all meant to show her her self-worth and her self-value. Whether that man is a liar, a cheater, whether this man is a bum or drains her energy, it's like, do I love them so much so that I kind of like push myself to the side, or do I love myself more now? Do I love myself and my daughter more to say that regardless of how I feel about you, I can't do this no more? So that could be where she's at. What is the potential outcome or future of this connection? Yes, March. So there could be some reconciliation, whether they're thinking about it or not. Spiritual connection, it's karmic. They have a karmic connection and maybe they're not done yet. Let's see, clarify. The King of Wands came out again. The Lovers. So he may make the decision to come back. After some hard thinking with the Judgment card, he may just fully decide, but just know that it comes with a price. Seven of Swords. Here she is, the Queen of Cups. Cancer. The Knight of Cups. She might not trust it completely and fully, but I feel like they more than likely will come back together, or there will be some sort of reconciliation. But make no mistake that she's not going to be out here putting herself out there doing it, you know, making him do it. I feel like maybe she's done with that. If she's tried or, you know, made some efforts to make it happen, that's done. And I feel like it's up to him. The ball is in his court, but the ball is in his court. He's a basketball player. But I feel like he's gonna shoot his shot, and it's gonna be with restrictions, or it's gonna come with a price, like maybe some ultimatums, like, okay, yeah, you can, you know, but you can't stay here, or you know, you can spend the night, but you can't stay longer than 2 days, or you know, when you're on whatever the break is, the basketball break, whatever, it's some sort of restrictions at first because the lack of trust. So that's pretty much it. You guys want a personal reading? You guys can also check out my primary YouTube channel. I do personal readings if you guys are interested. So much love as always. Take care. Peace.